Good morning, children. Yesterday we have discussed, in the previous video we have discussed up to second bit of fourth exercise. Now let us continue from third bit. Now the third question is, in the following equations, find whether variables x, y, z represents rational or irrational. Now we have to, they have given few equations in this bit. We have to say whether it is rational number or irrational number. Example, they have given the first bit as x square is equal to 7. Here x square is equal to 7. They told to find what is the value, what is x. So we have to send square root that side. So then you will get the x value. X is equal to root 7. The value of x is now root 7. Now we know that root 7 is an irrational number. Like this we have to tell whether it is rational or irrational. Likewise they have given the total bit x, y, z. So we have to tell whether x is rational or irrational, y value is irrational or irrational. Now this is root 7 is irrational. Similarly, they have given the second one, in the third bit second one. The question is y square is equal to 16. So y is equal to, if I set square that side, it will become square root of 16. We know that square root of 16 is 4. If you have any doubt, square root of 16, you do like this. Square root means 16 power 1 by 2. When you remove the square root, you will get 1 by 2. Cubed root, you will get 1 by 3. If it is cubed root, you will get 1 by 3. If it is fourth root, you will get 1 by 4. As it is square root, you will get 1 by 2. Now 16 can be written as 4 square whole power 1 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. You will get 4. Like this, y value is equal to 4. Y value we got 4. So 4 is an rational number. Like this. Now similarly, they have given the third one. Third one is z square is equal to 0.02. Now square set that side. Z is equal to square root of 0.02. Now we cannot find square root of 0.02. So this number will become irrational number. See, how will you whether if it is square root, it should, if it is up to here z is equal to square root of 0.02, we know that it is an irrational number. Like this we have to do the third bit. Now fourth bit, the fourth question already we have discussed, that is every set is a irrational but every irrational need not be a set. This is the question. Justified. The question is justified. I already told you in the previous video while explaining about set. What I told you about set, it is the root form of irrational number, only root form. Now every set is a irrational number. Set is a root form of irrational number. So root form is nothing but set. So now square root of 2 is a set. Square root of 2 is also an irrational number. So every set is an irrational number, but every irrational number need not be a set. Why? Because we have two forms of irrational number. Not only root form, we have another form, that is decimal form. In the decimal form, if I write in the decimal form 23.468539 so on, this we cannot call it as a set. What is the general form of set? I told you, only nth root of a. The numbers which can be written in the form of nth root of a, then only we can call it as a set. In the decimal form, when we write a number in the decimal form, that we cannot call it as a set. So this is an irrational number. Irrational numbers I told you in two forms, root form and decimal form. So that is why every irrational number need not be a set. This is an irrational number, it is not a set. Every set is a irrational number. I told you that the set will be in the form of nth root a, that is root form of irrational number. Root form of irrational number is nothing but set. But every irrational number need not be a set. Every irrational number means we have decimal form. Decimal form is, and this form of decimal form is an irrational number, but this is not a set. This is the reason we have to write. Right? Now let us go for the next one. Fifth one. Rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. The question is 1 by 3 plus root 2. 1 by 3 plus root 2. In the previous, rationalize the denominator means we have to make denominator as rational number. That is the meaning of rationalize the denominator. We have to make the denominator as rational number. To make the denominator as rational number, what we have to multiply, what we have to add, what we have to divide, what we have to do, something like this. So whatever you are doing, finally you have to make the denominator as rational number. Numerator may be anything, either it may be rational number or irrational number. The question is rationalize the denominator. Denominator should become rational number. So we will take it as the rationalizing factor of denominator of the denominator is 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. Like this we will take. So when we multiply these both the things, 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus, why this is called rationalizing factor? Why? Because when we multiply 3 plus root 2 and 3 minus root 2, we will get a rational number. That is why we call it as rationalizing factor for this denominator. Let us see how it will become. See now, 1 by 3 plus root 2. What I told you the rationalizing factor? 3 minus root 2. That we have to multiply for both numerator and denominator. 3 minus root 2 by 3 minus root 2. So 1 into 3 minus root 2, numerators multiplication. 1 into 3, 1 into any number, you will get the same number, that is 3 minus root 2. Now denominator, this is in the form a plus b into a minus b. Both the a values are same, both the b values are same. Likewise, we will use the formula a plus b to a square minus b square. The formula is a square minus b square. 3 square minus root 2 into root 2 will become root 2 whole square. Now the 3 minus root 2 by 3 square is 9 minus square root gets cancelled 2. So the final step is 3 minus root 2 by 7. Now we made the denominator as rational number. Like this we have to make the denominator as rational number. Similarly you can do for the rationalize the denominator. If they have given the numerator, we can make the similarly we will make the rationalizing the numerator also. Okay? Whenever they have given rationalize the numerator, they will give you the numerator as irrational number. Then we have to make the rational number. Like this we have to do. Now let us take another number. So like this you have to do the total bit. And in this bit I will tell you another problem, that is fourth one. Root 6 by, in the same fifth bit I am telling the fourth one, root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. Same, the question is same, rationalize the denominator. Now what will become the rationalizing factor of root 3 minus root 2? Rationalizing factor of root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 plus root 2. Now the remaining process is same again. Root 6 by, I am writing same, root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 plus root 2. So we have to multiply this root 6 into both the terms. Root 6 into root 3 we have to multiply. Root 6 into root 2 also we have to multiply. When we multiply root 6 into root 3, both are square roots, so we can multiply 6 into 3. It will become root of 18. Root 6 into root 3 will become root 18 plus root 6 into root 2 will become root 12. This is the numerator. Denominator in the form of a minus b into a plus b. Same formula, a square minus b square. Root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. Square root cancel here. So the final step is root 18 plus root 12 by, this is 3, the minus 2, that is 1. We made the denominator as rational number. Like this you have to do the rationalizing the denominator. Remember one thing, rationalizing the numerator or rationalizing the denominator for any number, it is not fixed. You will have infinite numbers to take the rationalizing factor. Not only root 3 plus root 2, you will have different numbers to make the rationalizing. Okay. Now for example, if I take another number 1 by root 7, now we have to rationalize the denominator. I can multiply by root 7 by root 7. So you will get root 7 by root 7 into 7, root 7 whole square, then you will get 7. We got the denominator rational number. Right. Now I am multiplying another number, that is root 343 by root 343. So when you multiply this, root 343 into 1 will become root 343. This will become square root of 343 into 7 will become 343 into 7. After multiplying it, you will get 49. The square root of this 343 into 7 is 49. So now 49 is also a rational number, like this. So we will not have a rationalizing factor as single number. So we will have infinite values, and to make the rationalize the numerator or denominator. Like this we will have the rationalizing factor. This is how you have to do the fifth bit. Now let us go for the next bit. Sixth bit is also same, that is rationalize the denominator. This you can do it. Okay, one problem I will tell you, that is first one. This is also rationalize the denominator. The question is 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 plus 4 root 2. Remember the question, here we are rationalizing the denominator. Denominator should become rational number. Okay, now rationalizing factor of denominator 6 plus 4 root 2 is 6 minus 4 root 2. Right? This we have to multiply for both numerator and denominator. Now the step will become 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 plus 4 root 2 into 6 plus 4 root 2, 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 minus 4 root 2. Okay? After this, now this a minus b into a minus b whole square form also you can write. Otherwise directly you can multiply like this also. Take one number and multiply both the terms in the another number. Okay, take 4 root 2 and multiply both. Now let us see now. Take 6 now. With 6 we have to multiply both the terms this side. 6 into 6 will become 36. Now 6 into minus 4 root 2. 6 into minus 4 root 2 minus 6 into 4 will become 24 and root 2. Like this you have to write. Now next minus 4 root 2. With minus 4 root 2 we have to multiply both. Minus 4 root 2 into 6, same again. 6 into minus 4 will become minus 24. This root 2 will be same again. Now here minus 4 root 2 into minus 4 root 2. Minus into minus will become plus. 4 into 4 will become 16. Root 2 into root 2 will become root 2 whole square. Understood? Now denominator. Denominator in the form of a plus b into a minus b. 6 plus 4 root 2, 6 minus 4 root 2. A square minus b square. So 6 square minus 4 root 2 whole square. Like this you have. Now let us see now. 36 minus 24 root 2 minus 24 root 2. Here both are separate. Can we add or subtract? Can we calculate these two terms? Here root 2, this is also root 2. So take root 2 common from this 2. So what you will get now? When you take plus root 2 common, plus root 2 I am taking common. So we will have minus 24 in the first term. Right? In the second term also we left with minus 24. Now here plus 16 into square root cancel, that will become 2. Denominator now. Denominator 6 square is 36 minus 4 root 2 whole square. How to solve this 4 root 2 whole square? 4 root, I am writing here separately, see here. 4 root 2 whole square is nothing but 4 into root 2 whole square. The square will be for 4, also for root 2 also. This you can write 4 square into root 2 whole square. Write separately. 4 square is 16 into square root cancel 2. 16 2s are 32. Like this you will get. 4 root 2 whole square is 32. Now solve the numerator. 36 plus minus 24 minus 24 will become minus 48 plus 16 2s are 32 by 4. Now last step, 36 plus 32, 68. Now plus into minus, minus 48 into root 2 will become 48 root 2 by 4. If you take common in the numerator, that you can take, otherwise you can left from here also. This is how you have to do the rationalizing the denominator. Similarly, if you want to do the rationalize the numerator, you have to take rationalizing factor of numerator. Likewise, you have to do the rationalizing the numerator and denominator. Now let us go for the next bit now. In the 7th question, they have given the value of, we have to find the value of root 10 minus root 5 by 2 root 2. Here they have given the conditions as up to 3 decimal places we have to find. Up to 3 decimal places we have to find the value of this thing, and they have given the value of root 2 as 1.414 and root 5 value as 2.236. Just I will give you the hint of this problem and complete it. Okay, I am not going to tell total problem. See, root 10 we can write it as root 2 into root 5, root 2 into root 5 minus remaining right same root 5 by 2 root 2. Now continuation of the step. In this step, root 5 we can take common. So what is remaining in the first term now? Root 2 minus, if I take root 5 common, we will remain with 1. Denominator 2 root 2. This is how I told you. Now substitute the value of root 5 and root 2 in this step and solve it up to 3 decimal places. Okay, if you have any doubts in this, you can comment it. Now let us go for the next problem. Now 8th bit, find, they have given 6 bits that we have to find the value of first one, 64 power 1 by 6. This we can do by different methods. So the first method is, whatever we have power in the 1 by 6, see the denominator, that power we have to write. See here, 64 can be written as 2 power 6 whole power, this power 1 by 6 right same. 6 and 6 gets cancelled, so the remaining will become 2. Okay. Similarly, next one, 32 power 1 by 5. Here we have 5. So 32 can be written as something power 5, so that both the 5 gets cancelled, the remaining will become solution. Now what 32 can be written as what? 2 power 5. 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. 5 and 5 gets cancelled. Now the solution is 2. Similarly, now can you guess now? 625 power 1 by 4. Here we have 4. Now 625 should be written as something power 4. Otherwise we can do it in another method also. 625 can be written as 5 power 4, or else 25 square also we can write. Okay, but if you write 25 square, further you need to solve it like this. See here, if you write 5 power 4 power 1 by 4, 4 and 4 gets cancelled, the answer will become 5. I am telling in another method, if you write 625 as 25 square 1 by 4, right? I am writing 625 as 25 square. Now 2 ones are 2 twos are gets cancelled. So what is remaining now? 25 power 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2 here. Again this 25 should be written as something power 2. So 25 can be written as 5 square. 5 square. So whole power 1 by 2 again. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Again you will get 5. The final answer will be 5. Like this you have to find the values of given exponential forms. Okay. Let us go for the next bit. Ninth bit, we have to simplify the given equation. 4th root of 81 minus 8 into cubed root of 343. This is cubed root plus 15 into 5th root of 32 plus square root of 225. Now first remove the roots here. This is 4th root, sorry. This is 4th root. Now remove the roots here. 81 power 1 by 4. When it is 4th root, it will become 1 by 4. Minus 8 into, when you remove the cubed root, it will become 343 power 1 by 3. Similarly, remove the 5th root. 15 into 32 power 1 by 5. Now, if you this is the square root, 225 power 1 by 2. Like this we have done. Now see now 84, here we have power 4, write something power 81 can be written as 3 power 4 whole power 1 by 4 minus 8 into 343 can be written as 7 cube whole power 1 by 2. 7 cube whole power 1 by 3 plus 15 into 32 can be written as 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. Plus 225 can be written as 15 square whole power 1 by 2. Now you cancel. 4 gets cancelled here. 3 5 2 2. Now what is remaining? Here we remain with 3 minus 8 into this is 7. 8 into 7 plus 15 into 2 plus 15. So 3 minus 8 sevens are 56. Plus 15 twos are 30 plus 15. Now first add the positive terms. 30 plus 15, 45. 45 plus 3, 48. So 48 minus 56, that is minus 8. Minus 8 is the solution. Like this you have to do. First remove the roots here. Either it may be 4th root or 3rd root, cubed root. Now let us go for the next problem. Tenth bit, first one. Here also we have to do the rationalization. Root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2 is equal to, they have given a plus b root 6. When you rationalize this, you will get in the form of a plus b root 6. Afterwards, we have to find out a value and b value. First, rationalize this. So, root 3 plus root 2 by anything you can rationalize. You can rationalize numerator or you can rationalize denominator. I am writing the rationalizing the denominator now. Root 3 minus root 2. What is the rationalizing factor of root 3 minus root 2? Root 3 plus root 2. Root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 plus root 2. That is a plus b root 6. This is. Now, numerator a plus b into a plus b whole square. Root 3 into root 3, root 3 into root 2. Root 3 into root 3 will become root 3 whole square plus root 3 into root 2. Root 3 into root 2 both are square roots. We can multiply. So it will become square root of 3 into 2, 6 plus. Now root 2 into root 3, root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 3 will become root 6. Now root 2 into root 2 will become root square root of 2 whole square. Root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square by denominator a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square, root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square is equal to a plus b root 6. Now continuation, square root cancel here. Now we left with 3 here plus root 6 plus root 6. Can we add this root 6 plus root 6? Yes. Now root 6 plus root 6 will become 2 root 6 plus 2 by here square root cancel, here also square root cancel. 3 minus 2, that is 1, is equal to a plus b root 6. Now see here, 3 plus 2 is 5. As the denominator is 1, we can neglect. So plus 2 root 6 is equal to a plus b root 6. Now we got, after rationalizing, we got in the form of a plus b root 6. Now what is the a value now? A value is 5. Now 2 root 6 is equal to b root 6. 2 root 6 is equal to b root 6. Root 6 gets cancelled. So therefore b value will become 2. Like this we have to find a value and b value. Okay, now let us see. Like this, in this bit we have another problem that you do it. If you get any doubt, you can comment it. Now let us see last problem of this exercise. Eleventh one, find, last problem, find the square root of 11 plus 2 root 30. Now square root of this number can be written as square root of 11 plus 2 root 30. To find out square root of this number, either the given number can be written as a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Now if it contains plus symbol, we have to convert into a plus b whole square. If it contains minus symbol, we have to convert into a minus b whole square. Now I will tell you one condition here. This 11 should be written as sum of two numbers, that will become a square and b square. Now this is 2 root 30 means 2 root a into b. Now let us see now how I am making here. 11 can be written as sum of two numbers. This 30 should be written as product of the same two numbers. Now first of all I am writing here 11 plus 2 into root 30 I am writing as root 6 into root 5. Root 6 into root 5 is root 30. Similarly, first I wrote here 2ab. This is nothing but 2ab. 2 into a into b. Here a value will become root 6, b value will become root 5. Now take this now. 11 can be written as 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 plus 2 root 6 into root 5. Okay, now this is a square value, this is b square value, this is 2ab value. How it is? Now again we will convert this. Now 6 can be written as root 6 whole square, 5 can be written as root 5 whole square plus 2 into root 6 into root 5. Actually we know this as 2 into a into b. So the formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2 into a value is root 6, b value is root 5. Now this is in the form a square plus b square plus 2ab. This can be written as a plus b whole square. So square root of root 6 plus root 5 whole square. Now this is a plus b whole square. Now if it is whole square, square root gets cancelled. The final answer is root 6 plus root 5. This is the square root of this number. Like this you have to. By this we have completed the chapter, and let us, if we have any doubts in this, you can comment. Thank you everyone.